Okay, so welcome in the lectures to this wonderful tutorial. So we're going to do revision on unit conversion. This is physics 101. So like I told you in the first place, guys, the videos now, I'll be very fast because I need to be saving you time, because what I was telling you yesterday you failed to understand, because most of you are not using laptops. So on unit conversion, these are some of the stuffs which you just need to know. I don't even need to tell you, to teach you anything. Just know to say that, for example, here 1 kg is always equal to 1000 grams. So these are the conversion which you need to know, more especially on length conversion are very much important. I included this, though in physics they are less used, but in chemistry this conversion of degrees to kelvins or kelvin to degrees are very important. So these are also very important. In as matter of the fact, you need also to know this. Like I said that this, I even include a point that these are heavily examined here. So this part, so you need to know how you can convert a unit in what in area. So you can just take a screenshot so that you may be able to revise this on your own time. Okay, so my question here is this, very important, which we've done before, and it is also mostly examined. So you may find it in an exam most of the time. So the question is, the car is traveling at a speed of 38 meters per second on an interstate highway where the speed limit is 75 miles per hour. Is the driver exceeding the speed limit? Justify your answer. Okay, so they have asked you to tell if this car's speed was over the speed limit. The speed limit is just the speed at which every driver must limit his speeding. Okay, so you can't go over this one, then you may be guilty of breaking the law. So what you need to understand here, like I shared these notes. So I said for us to know if this car was over speeding, we need to have the driver's speed and the speed limit to be in the same units. Okay, this is the one of the things, because we can't compare, for example, we can't compare something which is in time, we can't compare something which is in seconds with a time which is in minutes. So for us to compare, we need to have either hold the time in seconds or in minutes. So the same way, we have been given the speed of the car. Okay, in fact it should be the car's speed. Okay, the car's speed is actually 38 meters per second. It is in meters per second, and the speed limit, which is actually in miles per hour. Okay, miles per hour. So we want to know, so what we are going to do, guys, we are going to convert this speed into meters per second. Otherwise, I already gave to say that 1 mile is equal to 1609 meters. That's why I'm saying that you need to know this, because minus you knowing this, guys, it's gonna be very difficult for you to actually able to answer this question. Okay, so we already know this. So what we are going to do now, we are going to write this kind of a speed as in form of a fraction. So what we do is say 75, because we know that now mile, we have a over there, it will be over hour. So from dimension analysis, we were told to say that we are going to write this in such a way that the unit which we don't want may cancel. Okay, so we know that 1 mile is equal to 609 can also be written in this form to say 1 mile over 1609 meters. But what we need to write is that we are going to write this fraction in such a way that the mile may cancel. So since the miles are on top here as the denominator, we need to put it as a numerator. So we're going to have 1 mile here on the denominator and 1609 on top. Okay, then the same way the hours are on the denominator, so we're going to press them on the numerator, just the opposite. So we are going to press them on the numerator. So we're going to say 1 hour is going to be equal to 3600 seconds. Okay, now upon having this, we can know that miles and miles are going to cancel and hour are going to cancel. So on top we've remained with 75 multiplied by 1609 over down there we only have 3600. But you need to note on top here we have meters. Okay, then we have seconds down here as the denominator, so we can say over s. As we can see, we already have now the speed limit in meters per second. So it's just a matter of you using the calculator, and once you use the calculator, you're going to get the answer over 33.5 meters per second. So this was now the speed limit. Okay, so now if you see the speed limit and the car speed is 38, you're going to say that the car speed 38 is greater than 33.5. So this driver was exceeding. So you're going to say that the car's speed, okay, say the car's speed is greater than the speed limit. Okay, so this is how you justify your answer. Okay, that's why they said justify your answer. The first, your answer should be you can even tell to say that the first thing was that the car was overspeeding, was exceeding the speed limit. That was the answer. How are you going to justify it? Show the calculation and end up saying that the car's speed was greater than the speed limit. So this is how you go about this question.